behind. We all have songs, we all have stories, we all have good times and times when things go wrong. And that's life, the heartache and the glory. The heartbeat of life is in our stories and our songs.
And this is the story of a boy, and as they say in German, his Mutter, his Vater, and his Großvater.
It's the story of a schooner, a proud schooner they called the Molly Doon.
And it's the story of a letter that changed their lives.
A smooth young face holds a promise of stories that are waiting to be told. Places for laughter, for tears to be cried, places for life to unfold.
And an aged face holds a treasure that only the seeker shall find. And is anybody there to learn the song?
We all have songs.
That the music of a life
We all have stories.
might be passed along. And the melodies we hear in a baby's first cry.
And the harmonies blended as the years go passing by. We sing the songs, we tell the stories, we sing of times when things go wrong, and that's life, the heartache and the glory. We'll all be remembered in our stories, our stories, and our songs.
And it all began over 100 years ago in a little lumber town off the north coast of Lake Michigan.
A town called Manistee on Christmas Eve.
Oh, Tannenbaum, rejoice and deine Blätter. Du grüßt nicht nur zur Sommerzeit, nein, auch im Winter, wenn es schneit.
Oh Tannenbaum, wie treu sind deine Blätter.
Dieses Holz wird wohl die ganze Nacht aushalten.
Soll ich dir helfen, Opa?
Nein, wir haben genug.
Gus, is that you?
Ja,
Is it still snowing out there?
ja,
I hope you wiped your boots before you came in.
ja, ja. Deine Mutter ist heute Schimpfer auf den Teppich lässt.
Carl, you there?
Ja, Mama.
Look to see if he trapped on the carpet.
No, Mama.
I just cleaned in there. Did you fix that broken cranberry string yet?
Finished.
Maybe your Opa can help you hang it on the tree.
Bitte?
Ja,
Danke.
halt ein Hand hinter dem Baum.
Soll ich unseren anfangen?
Ja, bitte. Ja, wunderschön, der Tannenbaum, der Apfel, der Walnüsse. Ja, wunderschön.
I've told you. You want to talk in this house? Don't do it in German. Why always danke and bitte and wunderschön? This is America. Couple why? Always Äpfel, Walnüsse und Tannenbaum. I'm beating my head against a wall. You don't even try. Why did we leave the mountains, sail across the ocean if we never leave the old ways behind? We're American. Don't pretend you don't hear. How many times do I have to say it? How many times?
How many times? Ein, zwei, drei. So heiße Danke, bitte und wunderschön. just jealous.
Of what?
Cause she's Swiss. The Swiss don't have a mother tongue.
I know.
They speak Italian, French, and German. They like to steal.
You love to twist it, kiss and sew. Oh, careful the china.
I'm sorry.
Just set them down. Bring me the serving spoons. They're in the drawer. Don't pay attention. Your Opa, he thinks he's smart. At least the Swiss aren't always marching off to war.
Golly, pipsqueak of a country selling cuckoo clocks and cowbells.
Make your jokes.
It's no joke, that's what they do.
Well, what if it is? We're not Swiss, we're not German, we're American. I'm an American, he's an American, and like it or not, you're an American too.
You know it is true, though, what they say about the Swiss and their language. If you go to a Swiss village bordering France, what do they speak? Bastardized French. If you go to a village bordering Italy, what do they speak? Bastardized Italian. If you go to another village bordering Germany, what do you hear? Bastardized German. Everywhere you go, a country full of...
At least the Swiss are clever enough to know that when we come to a new country, like when your Aunt Elsa and I came to live with our cousins in Milwaukee,
Where a lot of good Germans still speak the mother tongue.
we had the sense to learn American,
Milwaukee. That's where you met Papa, right?
who spoke beautiful American.
That school in Milwaukee, I knew it was wrong. I don't know why I ever let your papa go. My Greta,
Your Oma,
may God rest her soul. She's begging, I could never say no.
Ja, and if Oma, your Greta, was here today,
She'd be on Mama's side, singing Nova's too.
what?
That's America.
What's America?
It's the best of both worlds.
He's right, it's true.
That's America. It's the best of the old and the new.
The old,
The new.
the old,
The best of the old and the new.
Well, now that we're in agreement, I've got to see how the goose is cooking.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I heard that.
I thought you would. I tease your mama. She's a good woman. For a Swiss.
Wow.
Thank God your blood runs half German, boy. Just look at my heritage, from Charlemagne to Luther. A parade of brave, victorious men. The Swiss? Some peasant shoots an apple off of his son's head, they make him a national hero.
I heard that too.
She would.
I could use some help in the kitchen.
I think we're gonna need another load of firewood. It's gonna be a cold one tonight.
It's going to be a cold one tonight.
Papa!
There's my boy. Did you fix that broken cranberry tree like Mama asked?
Finished.
Careful, son. She just cleaned in here. I wipe you, Pop.
I was getting worried.
Look, how beautiful. The most beautiful Christmas tree I've ever seen.
Very funny.
The right rudder on the sleigh was loose and had to stop to tighten it. Saw Pastor Feld in town. Service tomorrow morning isn't until 10.
So that means I can stay up late tonight, right?
We'll see.
How's the goose coming?
Please?
We'll see. Give it another 10 minutes. Oh, that clock stopped again.
What's this?
Oh, almost forgot. A letter came from Marta.
Marta!
Who? Marta Schneider in Chicago. She's your papa's cousin.
Do you want to hear the letter?
Don't worry. She'll hear. She hears everything.
That.
See? We need a longer haul.
Sing the boys! The mamas are here on this eve of Christmas Day. We come to clips and bells and songs to drive the evil spirits away, 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 away. Get away, evil spirits, get away.
Careful, she's just clean in here.
That's all right. Driving away evil spirits is a messy job.
Get away.
Our bounty is yours, a wondrous feast is soon to appear. Rejoice, rejoice. The bumpers are here smells good.
Beautiful tree there, Captain.
Yeah, there's a lot of really nice white pines up on the upper ridge. Carl's eyes got the biggest tossers when he saw it all decorated.
It wouldn't be Christmas without a Christmas tree.
Has Chris Kendall been here yet?
Not yet, but I'm hoping. Schnapps?
Thanks for inviting us like this, Captain.
Well, it's Christmas Eve after all.
I hope there's enough.
Oh, more than enough, even for this crew.
Well, if we run out, I see there's some nice looking apples and walnuts on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to stay, right on the tree.
Why do we?
Why do we what?
Put nuts and apples on the Christmas tree.
Haven't you heard the story of the first Christmas tree?
No.
Well, it all started in Germany a long time ago.
Of course.
Hundreds of years ago, there was a poor woodcutter who lived in a cottage by the edge of the forest. And he had 2 children, and their names were Mary and Fritz.
Wait, are you sure their names were Mary and Fritz?
Yeah, their names were Mary and Fritz.
Is this the story where the...
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Oh, I know this story, but their names weren't Mary and Fritz. They were Alice and Valentine.
Valentine?
That's how Ma used to tell it.
Is this a long story?
Yeah, it's becoming one. Their names were Mary and Fritz.
Alice and Valentine.
Mein Gott in Himmel! Stop! Oh, I forget. She wants me to swear in American.
Don't you just swear it all.
Just
That's enough. Let Gus tell it his way.
Thank you. So Mary and Fritz were having a Christmas Eve dinner of black bread and milk when they heard a knock on the cottage door. So the girl got up and opened the door, and standing there was a small boy, no more than 4 years old. And he said, "Please let me come in, for I have no home and no food, and I'll die out here in the cold." Well, now the children didn't have very much to share, but they brought the boy in, and they warmed him by the fire. They even gave him the rest of their dinner, and they let him sleep in their bed while they slept in the floor. All through the night they slept, until the next morning they awoke to see the small boy standing in a golden robe with a shimmering light around his head. And he said, "I am the Christ child, and I wonder the world, bringing joy to good children like you. Because you took me in, I will bless you." And he went out and he broke a branch off of the fir tree, which was growing just outside the cottage door. And he planted it in the ground. And he said, this branch will grow into a tree. And each year it will bear apples and nuts and berries for you each and every Christmas. And you know what? It did. Every Christmas, that tree bore golden apples and silver nuts and berries every year.
The first Christmas tree?
The first Christmas tree.
Just the way I remember it. Only the names were different.
Well, everyone come to the table. Carl, maybe you could help serve. Sit down, boys.
I haven't had a bite to eat in 2 hours, just so I'd be plenty hungry.
Oh, it stops every hour, on the hour.
Just like clockwork.
Here it is. I hope it's not too dry.
Let's hear it from Mrs. Stossel.
Yeah. It looks delicious. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank Thee as always for this bounty we have set before us. We have so much to be thankful for this Christmas. Good food, good friends, and traditions that hold us together. May this branch bring you love, take it and pass it on. May this branch bring you love, take it and pass it on. May the hope of peace shine bright in all our hearts tonight. May this branch bring you love, take it and pass it on. But we should never forget that baby Jesus came into this world in the most humblest of ways, in a manger, in a poor stable, surrounded by the beasts of the field. And the true joy of Christmas comes not from our riches, but in our service to others. May the hope of peace shine bright
true joy of Christmas, you could start by serving me.
I'm next.
And me.
What did Marta have to say? How's the family?
Marta? Oh, the letter. I almost forgot.
Potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Martha who?
Martha Schneider in Chicago. Uncle Steve's daughter.
You met her last July when we were in Chicago.
Oh. Things are supposed to. They've been close here 10 years now. Dear Peter and family, with a special holiday greeting to Uncle Gustav. Hope you all are well this Christmas. I so enjoyed seeing you again last summer. Uncle Gustav still has that big smile and firm handshake.
Intelligent woman. I always liked Marta.
The shipping business must be good to you both, and there's an air of prosperity about you.
Sharp as a tack, always was.
Peter, you look fit and trim. Though Uncle Gustav seems a little bit heavier than I remember.
Get in your blind. She needs
Our first snowfall arrived last night, but already today the snow has turned muddy and brown on the Chicago streets.
Not like our little town of Bremen. There, the snow is always white. Christmas will be here soon, and I always think back to Germany, to Bremen, and the wonderful holidays we had together. I miss knocking night with the Christmas mummers, their straw costumes, rattling their bells and cans, driving the evil spirits away. Do you remember? I miss Mama's Christmas cookies. No one could bake Lebkuchen or Pfeffernusse like her. But most of all, I miss the Christmas tree. The Christmases we have as children are so few. Just a handful, really. My children will never have these memories. Here in Chicago, we have so many people and so few trees. We must try and celebrate without the Tannenbaum year after year. How we envy you there in the North Country, gathering around the Christmas tree. How lucky you are. May God shine his light on you through the coming year. With love, Marta. P.S. Ernst and the children send their love too.
Well, she's right. How lucky we are.
How lucky we are.
What did she mean I look heavier?
Finish the potatoes, Rudy?
Mm-hmm.
Don't so much at the dinner table, do you?
Mm-mm.
We'll save some room for the suet pudding with butter sauce.
Butter sauce?
Why don't you boys go into the parlor? I'll bring in the pudding.
Now, we can all help here.
Sure would like to hear some Christmas carols.
Good King Wenceslas. Let's start with that. Good King Wenceslas looked down on
Are you
the...
sure his name was Wenceslas?
What?
Yeah, I thought it was Adalbert.
I've been singing this carol for years. Adalbert looked down on the feast of... Now, wait a minute. There's no Adalbert. Hey, your mama doesn't know anything.
Peter, do you want sauce on your pudding?
Huh?
The letter.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear my question? The pudding, with or without sauce?
Without this.
Now, don't be long. It's got to be eaten hot.
All right. Christmas will be here soon. And always, I think back to Germany.
And the wonderful holidays we had together. Here in Chicago, there are so many people and so few evergreens. We must try and celebrate without the Tannenbaum year after year.
Where the snow stays white like this spring.
Are you joining us? Peter.
I was on the upper ridge last week, up by Swallows Hill. I was telling Pa the small pines up there are getting too thick. If we don't thin them out soon, they'll choke each other off and die.
Sounds like a good winter project for you and the boys.
It's just a shame to cut down so many of them for nothing.
But what can you do? They're too small for lumber. Now come, have your pudding.
They'd make good Christmas trees.
So they'd make good... You want to cut down a tree in Manistee and take it to Marta Schneider in Chicago in the dead of winter.
Not just Marta. There's many Germans, thousands there. I bet most of them haven't had a Christmas tree since they left home.
It's 300 miles to Chicago. No one is foolish enough to sail the lake in December. You know that better than anyone, especially to just give away a bunch of Christmas trees.
I wouldn't be giving them away. I could sell them, say, 50 cents a tree. I could pay off the crew and still have enough money left to buy...
It's not the money. Don't pretend it is. I know you, Peter Stossel. You read a letter from someone who misses the traditions of her childhood, and you think, I can help, I can save the day.
It's not that.
The point is, my dear husband, you can't be everyone's knight in armor.
I'm not trying to be anyone's knight in armor.
I love you. I need you. Just be my knight in armor. Now go, have your pudding. It's probably stone cold by now.
Come on, Carl. Ready to sing some carols?
I know him. Come spring, he'll be so busy, he'll have forgotten all about this.
I know him too.
Away in a manger, no crib for a baby. December, I remember, and away. God rest him, every gentleman, don't think you dismay. Christ our Savior, one is the spell. Never knowing how it used to be. Now get pregnant with the family.
Lumberjacks felled the big trees and hauled them by sled to the sawmills.
But the lumber schooners sat trapped in the frozen harbors, and the sailors waited.
And it was that winter of '82 that the thoughts of Tannenbaum kept turning over and over in Peter Stossel's mind.
It was nice and smooth and still as a statue all along the bay. Then the March wind turned and just like that, the ice broke free. It started floating
And the molly hauled on through the ice and the snow.
and the rest of us hung on to another season on the water. Nothing much new, nothing new. Another season on the water, doing what we do.
Und der hat niemand zu versprechen. Du weißt, dass du Rock haben.
I know, Papa.
Du musst heute Morgen nach in der Frau unterschreiben lassen.
I will.
Rock Unsohn Heizholzbuladen and tell him if he doesn't get it dockside by morning, we'll never get it there till Friday. Well, I hope he was listening. Because the last time he tried that, wir wollen sie in der Sudenspot. In der Hafen, in der Hasen.
And the sailors all
Just out the canvas on the aft mast. They're checking the rigging now.
Good.
If you don't mind, Captain, the shipping season over and all, why do you want to make your lake worthy now?
I was thinking we'd make one more run, if they're pretty willing.
Some of them head out for winter. A young Barclay's leaving tomorrow.
It would be an extra 5 weeks' wages. In the woods, a short time out. But we need a full crew, 5, maybe 6 months.
Where to?
Chicago.
5 weeks' wages and time in Chicago. We can fill a crew. But, yeah, isn't it a little late in the season to be making a run? I mean, a November gale can be fierce.
We can do it.
Yes, sir. What's the cargo?
Christmas trees.
Yes, sir. I beg your pardon?
I want them all doing filled to the stern with Christmas trees. We still have 3 weeks.
What?
Pass the word.
What?
What did the captain want?
Huh?
The captain.
We're making another run.
Another run?
What are we carrying?
I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning.
I saw 3 ships?
That ain't the way Ma sang it.
Saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning.
On Christmas Day in the morning.
I washed my hands, Opa. What's for supper?
Slumgullion.
What's that?
Ring the bell, lad. We're ready to eat.
Supper's ready, prepared by Chef Opa Sasso.
I'm starved.
Me too.
Wait a minute. It smells like...
Slumgullion. Oh, no.
Again.
Fill her up, please. All she can hold.
Might as well quit complaining and grab
Seems like
a
a
bowl.
shame. Such a fine young boy.
Cut down in the prime of life.
Just grab a bowl. Might as well just quit complaining about it.
You know, it's called slum from the German word schlamm. Mud!
Just a word. And I'm sure when you're finished with this, you're going to want seconds. Here you go.
Yeah, to live.
Might as well get it over with.
Hey, I put my heart in this, Gullion.
Never mind your heart, put me in it. You would think after weeks of chopping and hauling trees, we could get a decent meal for once. What are we doing out here anyways? I'm a sailor. I didn't sign on to be no fool lumberjack.
A couple of weeks in the woods won't kill you.
Listen, you weren't up on Swallow's Hill for 4 days like us. The spruce there is so thick you barely got room to swing your axe.
Well, that's what Peter was saying. If we don't thin them out, they're just going to choke.
I mean, okay, so if he wants to pay us for chopping trees, I mean, that's his business. But load him on the Molly Dune in winter and setting sail, it's all crazy if you ask me. Just never heard of anybody hauling Christmas trees, that's all.
It's the first time for everything, Steve. All right. We'll have to better once we get out of these woods.
How are the other men?
Get on the other side of the ridge. Chopped another couple hundred today. This should be our last load.
Hungry?
Yeah, sure.
You're out of luck.
Why? Is it all gone?
Nope, that's why you're out of luck.
How did you do today?
Good.
You should have seen him. As fast as they were cutting them down, he was grabbing them up some half his size again and throwing them up on the tray.
Well, you'll sleep all night. Hard ground won't keep you awake none.
Use your Gullion.
No, I gotta check on the horses first.
Don't bother. They won't eat it either. Well, I'm Bush. Let's go make camp.
Yeah, me too, I guess.
I'll have breakfast ready at 5
Slumgullion.
on a biscuit. That's fine. Leave all this for me to clean up. Well, I'm going to turn into... Keep the fire going. Peter hasn't eaten.
I'll watch it.
Good night.
Good night, Opa.
Rough day. You should get some shut-eye too.
Steve,
Huh.
do you really think Pa's plumb crazy?
Your pa's smart. He thinks it's a good idea. You know, the old saying is a sailor never makes a good businessman. If he did, he wouldn't be a sailor. Your pa's smart, good at business. Not like the rest of us. They give us a month's pay, it's gone in a week.
On what?
On this and that and the other thing. Mostly the other thing. I mean, your pa started working like the rest of us. The Molly was a creaky old thing when he first got her. He moved up here, worked hard fixing her up, and now she's first rate. You gotta respect that. Like I say, it's good at business.
Business. Is that why he's taking these trees to Chicago?
Why else?
The horses don't like being out here any more than we do.
When do you look to hoist anchor, Captain?
We got 2 days to haul and then this final cut. I figure Thursday morning.
Can I come with?
No, your mom would have a fit. Besides, you got school in the morning.
And maybe in the summer you can start making runs with us.
Can I?
Let me see. Can you take an order and not argue back?
Aye,
How about so we get some of that coulion?
aye. Yeah.
I can get used to this.
I'm gonna turn in. I'll see you at dawn.
Nice, Steve. Thank you.
Why do I have to go to school? I can't learn to be a sailor at school.
You don't want to be a sailor.
Yes, I do. I want to be a captain like you and give the orders.
It's a lot more than you'd think. You gotta know how to keep a log, draw up contracts with your customers, how to pay a crew and still have enough left over to feed your family. It's a lot of business, a lot of arithmetic. I'm not a captain because I'm a better sailor. All these men are good sailors. But I'm a captain because I watched, I listened, and I learned, both on the dock and in school.
Steve says you're smart.
Well, I know most of them don't think much of this Christmas tree idea.
I think it's fun being up here.
You're only here for the final cut. These men have been up here for 4 weeks already. I don't know, maybe this is a crazy idea.
That's what Billy said yesterday.
What? Go on.
Yesterday at school.
Billy said that was crazy?
Plus 2 other words you won't let me say.
And what did you say to him?
Nothing. I just hit him. I got him square in the nose too. You should have.
Stop. You know that's not how we settle arguments in this family. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Maybe Billy's right. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe no one in Chicago gives a damn about the tree. I know your mama thinks I'm crazy. She hardly talks. She hardly even looks at me. Even Papa doesn't say much. And the boys, they're only coming for the pay. Every time they ask me why, I never answer, cause I don't know what to say. Maybe Papa felt the same way years ago, back in Bremen when he talked with me. People thought that he was crazy, risking everything to cross the sea. Papa asked me, I remember, should we go and take a chance or should we stay? Maybe Papa found in me what I found in you today. When I look at you, I can see it in your face, you understand. I look at you, and I know this isn't crazy. There's a reason I must go. There's a Chicago by the 1st. A week to sell trees and a week back, Lord willing. And we should be home by the 14th. Is that right? Lord knows an extra 5 weeks' wages would be good for the crew to help them get through winter. It could be good for everyone all around. You know, I was checking the almanac. It says it should be mild for early December. Little snow, of course, but temperatures and winds just as usual. So we should be safe. You know, I was thinking, come spring, we'll give the old schooner a new coat of paint, and maybe I'll rechristen her. Name her the Lady Alma or Swiss Miss. Would you like that?
Oh.
You know, I once knew a Captain Simmons. Owned a schooner, 2-sticker. Called it the Codfish. He loved that boat. By and by, he got married to a woman named Susanna. The townsfolk asked him, "Are you going to rechristen the ship to Miss Susanna in honor of your new bride?" Captain Simmons says, "No, I don't believe in rechristening ships, but Susanna's been a good wife, and if she keeps on the way she's going, I might rechristen her the Codfish."
Ouch.
I think we need another load of kindling.
Why? Just tell me why.
I've told you why. There's many Germans who miss the Tannenbaum.
How do you know? Because someone writes you a letter? Maybe she's the only one, maybe no one else cares. Is that worth risking your life on a winter lake?
Listen to me, Alma. I can't believe Martha is the only one in Chicago who misses the Tannenbaum.
Then let someone else take the trees. Why does it have to be you?
Because if I don't do it, it won't get done.
Then you will go. And I will wait. This once.
This once.
Everything movable had proper lashings, and cargo filled the forward hull flush to the hatch covers.
Weigh anchor!
Anchors away!
Make sail! Haul away! Open canvas and steer east, southeast, long enough to clear Wiggins Reef and the shoals off Point Allen Parkway.
When she calls you, you got to hear her. Hear that call, that's the sweetest ever heard. For she'll turn from a wind to a siren. Now and always she commands the vital word.
We're passing the point! Wind's on the starboard beam!
It's blowing 50, it's blowing a mile.
If you sail her, you got to know her whims and her personalities. For deep in her heart lies glory, as savage as the stormiest seas.
November 27th. Just made Bailey's Harbor. Winds increasing. Temperature now below freezing. Ice forming on the tackle block and cleat.
We're sitting pretty low. Whitewater's making ice on the bowsprit.
I have some of the men trying to clear it.
Should we drop anchor till she blows herself out?
No, it's a November gale, but the Molly flat lasted better than this. We'll make it through. Why isn't it easy? Why doesn't it ever get easy? Seems like I've sailed away so many times, you'd think by now that it might be easier than the time before. But when I leave them there on the shore, and
We're losing the line, Captain.
easy, I'll bring her round once more.
Just chop up the onion. Just chop up the cabbage and onions. Chop up the cabbage and onions and peppers and make the stew.
I'm getting really hungry.
Garlic and the salt. Here, this'll tide you over till I'm through.
Well, idle hands are the devil's work.
Seems to me when I go to bed, I take my dress off, throw it under the bed, roll over on the mattress with the dress on the other side, and get back to work again.
Say, did you hear? Miriam Ainsworth is marrying that blacksmith from Escanaba.
Oh, he's so handsome.
Right? She'll be moving up there come spring. Well, she's lucky finding someone who will help raise those boys of hers. Her first husband, Jacob, I think his name was? That's right, Jacob. He drowned up Beaver Island, must be 7, 8 years now. A sunstorm just came in.
I remember. His schooner ran aground.
Mama, why don't you and Carl join us for supper tomorrow?
Thanks, we'd like to.
And don't forget, we'll be dipping candles this Friday.
I won't forget.
7 sharp.
I might be a little late.
That's fine. We'll be waiting.
Yes. Waiting.
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 What is it about the water that calls a man?
the water that calls a man
To sail upon the sea.
What is it
about the water that calls a man? The haven where his heart longs to be.
where his heart longs to be. When she calls you, you've got to hear her. Hear that call, that's the sweetest ever heard. She turns to a siren. Now and always she commands the final word. If you sail her, you've got to know her winds and her personality. For deep in her heart lies a fury, a subject
November 29th, storm blew past Port Washington, blowing south-southwest, gusting at 20 miles. Skies clear and fair.
Looks like the storm blew itself out.
Yeah. How is it below?
Hatch covers are tight. Why don't you go below and get some rest? I'll hold your course.
Thanks, Steve.
I gotta warn you, smell of pine is being overpowered by the odor of the men in their bunks. If I were you, I'd sleep with the trees.
Thanks. I'll take your advice. Steve,
Huh.
you think this Christmas tree idea is pretty crazy, don't you?
It's your boat. You're paying me, so I'm here.
Yeah.
What is it about the water?
What is it about the water?
What is it about the water?
What is it about the
December 1st, approaching Chicago. Fog. Lit the masthead lamps as the Molly June came upon the lighthouse.
Where do you make us?
About a mile off the breakwater. Pull this heading.
Think we should lay up till the fog lifts?
No, it'll loosen enough. And if not, we can get a tug.
Me, it wasn't my fault.
I told you to tie it off.
Since when do you give orders?
What's going on?
I tripped on the scudder rope because Flapjack here
You
didn't
tripped
tie
on your own shoelace.
Listen, don't blame
Steve,
me.
stay out of this.
Right.
First me.
I don't care if you're first because I give you the shout.
Quiet! Stay alert and at the wheel!
Hi, Captain.
It's all right. We're all just a little ragged, that's all.
What if all goes right, Philip?
What?
What if we get all the way to Chicago and only Martha wants a trip?
Well, we know Marta wants one. The worst thing that can happen is we sail back with the other 2,499 and have the biggest bonfire Manistee has ever seen.
Thanks, Pop.
Gotta look for the silver lining.
But seriously, what do you think?
I think you're right. The fog's lifting. We'll know soon enough.
Clark Street ahead.
Prepare to cast anchor. Long Molly made her through. Setting all the wind. Prepare to cast anchor to get me a big old steak.
Got the pork chops.
No more damn some good.
Thinking about that again?
Better than eating.
What do you think you can do any better?
Quiet.
Something's going on. Some politician making us see.
What else? That's Chicago.
That's Chicago. Captain, look ahead.
Must be some kind of parade.
What are they all waving at?
There's a sign to see, and nature sing. Every turn I fast. God's best.
You're in my way.
God bless the Christmas.
Welcome. Kerr. Ice. Mass.
Welcome, Christmas. Welcome, Christmas, Schooner.
They're waving at us. They're waving at us.
There must be 2,
500 people waving at us.
They're waving at us.
They're waving at us. There must be 500 people waving at us. Hello,
That's right, Sir Minisham. About a week.
Come meet the captain, here's the captain's jostle. All the people want to meet the man who brought the Christmas joy to the world. God bless the men who crossed the lake in November to bring us the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, 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 Chicago. The Christmas tutor is here. Merry Christmas, 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 Chicago. The Christmas tutor is here.
Dad, I brought you an extra blanket. You'll need it tonight.
Mama, do you think Papa and Goku are going to make it home all right?
Do you remember the scripture Pastor Felt taught you?
Psalm 107, that one?
Let's see how much you can still recite.
They that go down into the sea in ships and occupy their businesses in the great waters. These men see the great works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep.
For at his word,
I forget.
for at his word the stormy wind ariseth, which lifteth up the waves thereof. They are carried up to the heaven and down again to the deep. Their souls melteth away because of the trouble. So when they cry unto the Lord, he delivereth them out of their distress. For he maketh the storm to cease, and the waves thereof are still. And so,
I know, and so he bringeth them to the haven where they long to be.
God bless the men who cross the lake in November to bring us the Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas, 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 Chicago. The Christmas tutor is here. Merry Christmas, 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 Chicago. The Christmas tutor is here. Yeah!
I don't know how to. Where do I stop it?